Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Di, and today I am bringing you the Christmas Traditions tag. I was tagged by my friend Lee over at totally.net. I will link her in the description box below so you can check out her channel. It's been quite a while since I've done a video, I know, but things have been rather crazy in my life. As you can see, I've got a new setup right now. I am filming during my lunch break. As I had been a couple of videos prior, I think. This is actually my office now, so I have an office and I can film here whenever I want to on my breaks and stuff. But yeah, so let me just get into it. I do not know who the original creator of this tag is, unfortunately, but here we go with question number 1, and I have the list of questions over here, so I will be looking over here from time to time. The first question is, when do you start decorating for Christmas? We don't decorate for Christmas. I have a very small immediate family, and our house is rather tiny, so we opt not to decorate the house for Christmas. Unfortunately, that you'll see as the questions go that this will affect other questions that will follow. So question number 2 is, what style do you decorate in? And we don't. I like to look at other people's decorations, but we don't. I can tell you that when I was growing up, we did, and we would kind of do the Charlie Brown Christmas tree type deal when I was growing up. And as far as decorating, we would just put a Christmas tree up, a real one, and a really like Charlie Brown type one, lopsided and whatnot. And then as far as the ornaments go, we had a collection of ornaments, each one of us. I have 2 other siblings, a brother and a sister. We all had our own little like Rubbermaid storage container full of our own Christmas ornaments, and it was a selection of like Hallmark ornaments and maybe something that we got when we vacationed, but there was really no rhyme and reason to our decorating style. It was just like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, of course, things that we made as we were growing up and things like that. The third question is, what's your favorite Christmas tradition with family? Sorry, my boss walked by. So like I was saying, the third question is, what's your favorite Christmas tradition with family? And like I said, I have a very small immediate family unit, and I kind of started a tradition when I had my daughter of watching the Muppets Christmas Carol as we counted down to midnight on Christmas Eve. So we will usually start the movie at around an hour and a half to 2 hours before midnight, so like 10 o'clock, 10:30. And we watch that up until midnight. That's kind of been our tradition. We don't really have any other traditions as far as that goes. And the fourth question is, what's your favorite place to buy Christmas decor? Well, we don't buy Christmas decor, so I can't really answer that question. Number 5 is, what's your favorite Christmas movie? And that would be The Muppets Christmas Carol. I do watch it every year. I really, really enjoy it. I'm a big fan of The Muppets. Number 6 is eggnog, hot cocoa, or apple cider. And I would have to say apple cider. I will always go to Starbucks during the winter time and get the caramel apple spice. I really enjoy that. I also will make hot apple cider at home, just either from an instant packet, or I will get apple cider in a container at the supermarket and heat it up and add this, that, and the other thing to it. I used to like hot cocoa, but I don't quite care for it as much anymore. Question 7 is, do you leave out cookies for Santa? If so, what kind? I can't remember a time when we ever left cookies out for Santa. Like, ever. I didn't do it with my daughter either, because you're gonna laugh at this. I would try to, put little gifts under the tree for her and say they were from Santa, and she caught on right away. If the gift said it was from Santa, she was always like, "Thanks, Mom." I said, no, that's from Santa. She'd be like, "Thanks, Mom." There was no talking her out of it that these gifts were from Santa. So we've never put out cookies for Santa. Number 8 is real or artificial tree, and as I was growing up, it was always a real tree. There's just something about the real tree. I'd say if I had to put up a tree now, or if I had room to put up a tree now, I'd probably put up an artificial one, just because cleanup and fire hazard and things like that. But growing up, we always had a real tree. Number 9 is favorite holiday dessert, and I don't really have a favorite dessert that we only eat during the holidays. And I like all kinds of desserts, so. Number 10 is favorite Christmas cookie, and that it has to be gingerbread. I love to have soft gingerbread during the holidays. So for the past few years, we go to Disneyland quite often, and at Disneyland they have Mickey shaped gingerbread. So it's like the gingerbread man, but on the top of the head is like the Mickey ears hat, and that part is dipped in chocolate. Really, really good. So soft gingerbread cookie. I do like ginger snaps, but I prefer the soft gingerbread cookie. Number 11 is, do you open gifts on Christmas Eve? And yes, we do. Kind of. It depends. If you want to be really technical, then no, we do not. We open presents at midnight on Christmas Day. When I was growing up, my parents were divorced from when I was really young. So we used to open presents on Christmas Eve, because we'd spend Christmas Eve with my mom and we'd spend Christmas Day with my dad. So Christmas Eve, we'd open gifts with my mom. So all of my mom's side of the family's gifts we'd open on Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas Day, we'd do my dad's side of the family's gifts. Since I've grown up, I guess, we've just opened presents at midnight on Christmas. So since my daughter's been alive, since my daughter's been born, we've always just opened at midnight on Christmas. Number 12 is, do you decorate your Christmas tree yourself? We do not decorate a Christmas tree. When we did have one while I was growing up, no. I would always decorate with my dad and my siblings, or my mom and my siblings. We had a tree at each place, so my mom's house had a tree and my dad's house had a tree, so we'd kind of do the double decorating. Number 13 is, where do you spend Christmas Day? I spend Christmas Day at home. We used to go and spend Christmas Day at my aunt's house, but we're spending Christmas Day at home now, and I rather prefer it. Going back to we open presents at midnight on Christmas, Usually we're up pretty late past midnight, playing with our new things or getting whatever set up. If it was like a gaming system or something techy, setup can take a while sometimes, and so we're usually pretty like exhausted Christmas Day. So this year we will be spending Christmas Day at home, which I'm totally fine with. Number 14 is what's your favorite Christmas smell? And I really love a Christmas tree fragrance. I stock up on Christmas tree fragrance candles at Christmas time. I will usually go to Yankee Candle and pick up their Christmas tree fragrances. They've got a couple, but for the past few years, my favorite has been the Magical Christmas Forest, I think. That's what the fragrance is called. It's my favorite Christmas tree like smell. But this year we've picked up a few from other places. But I will burn Christmas tree smelling candles all year long. It doesn't matter if it's not Christmas. I just love that smell. I also really enjoy peppermint. So I've got a selection of peppermint candles as well. Number 15 is what's your favorite thing to craft or make during the holidays? I don't really craft or like make specific things only during the holidays. When I craft, it's more geared towards what I want to make at any particular time. I know this year I was very garment heavy. I really made a lot of garments, and that's something really new for me. I was more of a blanket maker in previous years. That's just because a lot of people I knew were having babies, and it's like the thing that I give are baby blankets. But this year I didn't know anybody who was having a baby, so I ventured into learning how to make socks, and I also ventured into making garments. And it's definitely something that I will carry on into 2019, I think. I really enjoy making garments, and I've got a list of sweaters that I want to make. I guess as far as seasonal temperature goes, though, I prefer to make larger garments like sweaters or heavy coats, things that would have to lay on my lap that would be warm. I prefer to make those during the winter. If it's summertime and it's 100-something degrees outside, I don't typically like to craft things like that. So it's usually smaller projects like maybe socks or socks. This year I made some amigurumi during the summer, but this year was terrible as far as heat goes, and so yeah. I think I've answered all the questions. I don't really have anyone to tag. Actually, my friend Raul is just getting back into his YouTube channel, so I will tag my friend Raul over at Latin Lector. And I'm excited to see what his Christmas traditions are. And obviously, if you have not done this tag and would like to do so, please feel free to and let me know so that I can go and watch your video. I hope to have a book wrap-up video and a Yarny update up for you sometime soon, especially now that I've got my own little space here to film. So yeah, I hope you're all doing great, and until next time, take care and smile always. Bye.